In this lecture, we are going to discuss about polynomials. Polynomials are algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions are the combinations of constants, variables, and mathematical operations. First, we will see which type of expressions are the polynomials. Look at some expressions. These are some expressions in one variable, and if we write some more which are in more than one variable, for example x square y plus 2xy or a square plus b square plus twice ab or a cube plus b cube upon c cube. These all are expressions. Why? Because expressions are the combinations of constant, variable and mathematical operation. But if you look at the power of the variable present in the expression, in this case there is only one variable and its power is 2. So polynomials are those expressions in which the power is a whole number. Whole number means we have to take 0, 1 and so on. It means we cannot take the negative number or any fractional value as the power of the variable or variables. So here if you notice, all these expressions, the first few two what I have written, these two are expressions as well as polynomials. But in this case, this 1 upon x here, the power of x is minus 1. Similarly, in this case, the power of x is 1 upon 2. So the minute we get these type of expressions in which the power is either a negative number or a fractional value, these type of expressions will not be the polynomials. These two are expressions as well as polynomials, but they are in more than one variable. Here there are two, here also two variables, but this is an expression having three variables, but still again it is not a polynomial because this c cube, it is in the denominator and ultimately its power we can write as c to the power of minus 3. So this is the difference between the expression and the polynomial. Now we will see how can we write a polynomial. When we write any polynomial, we should write in the descending order of the power of the variables. So a general polynomial can be written as an x to the power of n plus an minus 1 x to the power of n minus 1 plus so on a3 x cube plus a2 x square plus a1x plus a0. When you see this kind of expression, here this x to the power of n, this n is called the degree of the polynomial. Means if in any expression we write like this is the power, and in any polynomial if we are writing a polynomial in this case, the maximum highest or you can say the highest power of the variable will be called the degree of the polynomial. There are different terms and each term is having different power, but the term which is having the maximum power will be called the degree of the polynomial, and the term which decides the degree, that is also called the leading term of the polynomial. If you look at this general standard form of a polynomial, here these an minus 1, a3, a2, a1 and a0, these all are constants. Here when we are saying constants means we are dealing with the real numbers, and this polynomial is in one variable. We will be giving stress to the polynomials in one variables only in this topic. Now each part, this part which is separated by the other with the sign plus is called a term. So this an x to the power of n is one term. Like this, these all are the terms of the polynomials. And if we talk about the coefficients, so with variable whatever is attached, this will be the coefficient of x to the power of n. And here these all coefficients are constants. So this is the way we can write a polynomial in degree n. Now we are going to discuss about the classification of polynomials. We can do it by two ways. The first way is according to number of terms, and the second is according to the degree. First we will discuss the number of terms. In that case, the first type is monomial. Mono means one. So one term polynomial is called monomial, and some examples are x, x square, 3x x cube upon 2, or x square y upon z, 3x square y z upon 5. It can be negative also. Now see, this is a monomial having a variable, a constant, 1 is attached and sign of multiplication is there. Here it's one term. Here you can see this 3 upon 2 means the sign of multiplication and division can be there. And similarly in this there is sign of multiplication and division. Here the sign of multiplication and division means what? A single term polynomial which can have multiplication or division sign between the variables and the constants. This whole term is negative. That is different thing. This whole is one term because sign of multiplication and division can be there. This is a negative monomial. Okay. Now the second term is binomial. Bi means 2. So expression having two terms, x plus 2, x square plus x. Now here you see this is first term and this is second term separated by sign of plus. Similarly here there are two terms, or we can say minus 3x square plus 4 by 2x, 4 by 3x. Now there are two terms, first term is negative and second term is positive. So the polynomial which is having two terms and can be separated by plus or minus sign. The third type is trinomial. Trinomial, the name says tri. Tri means 3. A polynomial having 3 terms is known as trinomial. X square plus x plus 1, or 3x square minus x minus 2. Here you can see easily there are 3 terms, so this is known as trinomial. These are special names given to the polynomials. And in general, if the polynomial is having more than 3 terms, it is simply known as polynomial. The second type of classification is on the basis of degree. The first in this case is linear polynomial. Linear polynomial is having degree 1. So the general linear polynomial can be written as ax plus b, and if we are writing it in the form of polynomial, this is the way we can write because this polynomial is in variable x and the degree of x is 1 over here. 1 we don't write, so that is why it is ax plus b, where a should not be equal to 0 and a and b are constants. Earlier also I told you, now the constants we are taking as real numbers. So any linear polynomial, we can write 4x plus 3. Here the polynomial can have at the most 2 terms because the maximum power of this particular polynomial is 1. That is why it is called linear, and if we go to the geometric meaning of this, it will represent a line. Clear? So linear polynomial degree is 1 and at the most 2 terms. The minimum number of terms simply x is 1. So a linear polynomial can have either 1 term or it can have at most 2 terms. The second type of polynomial with degree 2 is called quadratic. Quadratic polynomial can be represented as ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0 and a, b, c are constants. When we say a is not equal to 0, previously also I told you, here also, the meaning of this is a should not be equal to 0, otherwise this term will be 0 and it will no more be a quadratic polynomial. Similarly, in this case, if we are keeping a as 0, it will no more be a linear. So the term which is deciding the degree, its coefficient we have to write should not be equal to 0. So any example of this type? Simplest example of quadratic polynomial is p of x is x square. The minimum number of terms 1, and if we are writing x square plus 2, we have to notice here a is not equal to 0, but b or c or b and c both can be 0. In this case, we can compare it with the general form ax square plus bx plus c. In this case, here a is 1, b is 0 and c is 2. Similarly, we can write a polynomial x square plus x. So, in this case, c is 0. Clear? And at the most, it can have how many terms? 3 terms. So, minimum it can have 1 term, maximum it can have 3 terms. So, a quadratic polynomial's general form is this and examples are these. So, after that, the third type, that is called cubic polynomial. As the name says, cubic means a polynomial whose degree is 3. So, cubic polynomial, its general form or standard form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. You can see that maximum 3 because it's cubic and minimum it goes with x to the power of 0. 4 terms are there and the condition is a should not be equal to 0 and a, b, c and d are constants. When we write these cubic polynomials, as I told earlier, it can be simply x cube, 1 term, or it can have 2 terms, it can have 3 terms, or at the most, it can have 4 terms. So, a cubic polynomial, minimum 1 term, at most 4 terms. If you look at the pattern, the first was linear, at most 2 terms, second was quadratic, at most 3 terms, third is cubic, at most 4 terms. So, if any polynomial with degree n, it can have at most how many terms? N plus 1. So, degree can also decide that how many maximum number of terms a polynomial can have, but that in one variable. The next in this category is biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial means a polynomial with degree 4. So, its standard form is ax to the power of 4, bx cube, cx square, dx plus e we are avoiding to take because he has some other meaning in maths. So, we will take some other variable, suppose f. Now, there are how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I told you earlier, that the degree can tell us that how many at most the number of terms a polynomial can have. So, here the degree is 4 and at most the number of terms are 5. So, this is a general standard form of a biquadratic polynomial. The examples, you can write the simplest example, x to the power of 4 means minimum number of terms 1. Like this we can write. So, the must condition is a should not be equal to 0, but as I told you, b, c, d, e and f, these are constants. Even a is also constant over here. But when we talk about this, a should not be equal to 0, these can be 0. That is why in the first polynomial what I have written, x to the power of 4, here a is equal to 1, b, c, d, f, all 4 are 0. So any biquadratic polynomial can have one term or maximum 5 terms. So one example I am giving you, x to the power of 4 plus 2x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. So at most 5 terms are there. So what we have seen, the degree plus 1 or at most number of terms will be decided, but I am talking about the polynomial in one variable. So this is about the classification of polynomials. There are two special types of polynomials. First is constant polynomial and second is zero polynomial. Constant polynomial can be written as p of x is equal to any number, any real number. Suppose I have taken 5. Now this will be called a constant polynomial as the degree of this constant polynomial is 0. And we can write this constant as constant multiplied by any variable to the power 0, because x raised to 0 is 1. So this type of polynomial is called constant polynomial, and the number 0 itself means p of x is equal to 0. So any constant other than 0 is called constant polynomial, and 0 number itself is called zero polynomial. So if we talk about the degree of this constant polynomial, it will be 0, but degree of zero polynomial is not decided. Let's see why. If you write this zero polynomial as x to the power of any degree, then ultimately this will be 0. So if you are taking any variable with any degree, ultimately this will be 0. So we can say that the degree of zero polynomial is not defined. But the degree of constant polynomial will always be 0. So these are two special type of polynomials. Further we see, when we have written the polynomials with degree 1, 2, 3 and all, then the linear polynomial can be a monomial or it can be a binomial, that I told you. Then similarly, if we are writing the quadratic polynomial, a quadratic polynomial can be a monomial, it can be a binomial or it can be a trinomial. Means the minimum number of terms 1 or 2 at the most. Here minimum 1, it can be a monomial, it can have 2 terms or it can have 3 terms. Similarly, a cubic polynomial can be a monomial, can be a binomial, can be a trinomial or can be a polynomial. So number of terms, we can also say a linear polynomial can be a monomial. Similarly, a quadratic polynomial can be a monomial. So these are the ways we have classified the polynomials, and we have seen how many minimum number of terms and how many maximum number of terms a polynomial can have. Now the next topic is value of a polynomial. The value of polynomial means for any polynomial p of x which is given, if we have to find out the value of this polynomial at some point means this is given as x is equal to 1. So value of this polynomial at x is equals to 1 means in place of x we are going to substitute 1. So this quantity when we are getting, that is minus 1, is called the value of this polynomial at this point x is equal to 1. If I am saying x is equal to a, so it is not necessary only numeric value will be given. Any value can be given in place of x. So that will be called, that quantity will be called the value of that polynomial at this point. So for the same polynomial x minus 2 at x is equal to a will be p of a, that is a minus 2. So this is the value of this polynomial at this point. On the basis of this, the next topic we will do is 0 of a polynomial. Now, in 0 of a polynomial, it means that value, when we substitute in a polynomial, gives us 0 quantity. That is called the 0 of a polynomial. For example, in a polynomial 2x minus 1, we have to find the value of x such that the overall value or the quantity of this polynomial becomes 0. So how to get this? We have to make the polynomial as a polynomial equation. So this is the polynomial equation and polynomial is 2x minus 1. This will give us the value of x, that is coming 1 upon 2. So when we substitute this 1 upon 2 in place of x, this becomes 2 into 1 upon 2 minus 1. That is 1 minus 1, so it is 0. So overall value what we have got 0 on substituting the value of x as 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 is called the 0 of a polynomial. So in general, if we say any real number a can be 0 of a polynomial p of x if p of a is equal to 0. So, for different type of polynomials, we have to get the zeros of those polynomials. Clear? So now, we discussed about the constant polynomial. If we want to find out the 0 of this constant polynomial, it means that this constant polynomial, which is further written as 2 into s to the power of 0, we have to find out the value of x such that the overall value of this becomes 0. So no matter whatever value of x you are going to substitute, you are not going to get the overall value of this polynomial as 0. It means you cannot get 0 of a constant polynomial. Clear? And second polynomial we discussed was a 0 polynomial. 0 polynomial means this. So if we have to find out 0 of this 0 polynomial, so 0 polynomial can also be written 0 into any variable to the power 0. Now no matter whatever value of x you are going to substitute, every time the value will be 0. It means in place of x we can substitute any value. Any value means any real number. So all the real numbers are the zeros of the 0 polynomial. So what we have learnt? For a constant polynomial, there is no 0. But for a 0 polynomial, every real number is its 0.